My name's Jake. I am 1/5 of Northside Story. I'm basically the rhythm guitarist and I do a bit of backup vocals and screaming. And Northside Story, we are a pop punk based rock and roll band. Okay, well, I'm obviously Jake, I play rhythm. We have Harris, who is our singer, a good one at that. We have our drummer, Matt. And we also have Ewan, our bassist, and our awesome lead guitarist, Scott. And our style that we play is sort of pop punk with a bit of heavy influence. Our preparation for a gig, if we do get a gig, we try and organise ourselves to at least have 2 to 3 practices in an actual recording studio. Before we're on stage, usually I'm very jittery, so I walk around a lot. But we pretty much don't really speak until we all like rock up. And basically what happens is we put our stuff all up on stage, we fine tune, and we just sit there waiting for the other bands to play before us, or if we're on first, we just run through some songs quietly, and basically that's how we prepare for our gigs. Funny stories. Well, at our last gig for our single launch, there was this guy, I don't even remember his name. He had hair probably down to his knees, and what he used to do was he'd run in the middle of the crowd and just start headbanging, and you'd think he was gonna fly away. And I actually jumped down off stage and headbanged with him. Obviously no comparison to his hair, but he went absolutely he went as hard as he could go. I was giving up on trying to be in a band and I was sort of over it, and I just wanted to play guitar on my own, and I had a couple videos online and I had some profile on some silly website with like no information of like where I was or like contact details. And my singer Harris, he actually went through this website and he found all it said was Jake Sillato, guitar, Kilo Downs, and he literally went through I think an hour's worth of all Jake Sillatos and Kilo Downs. So I don't even have my last name. I just had Jake, and he went through every Jake in Kilo Downs just to find me. Basically, he sent me a message, and I actually at first I thought it was spam. I'm like, oh, this is probably not real because I've been stood up before. But yeah, I started messaging. I went to a band practice, and we've just been tight ever since. Okay, well the guitars I used to play when I was growing up, well, I had an acoustic guitar, which was just a beaten up $100. I don't even know what music store we got it from. But my first actual electric guitar was, I bought a model just like this when I was 15 working at Kmart. It was like $500, bright red orange, broken strings, like broken knobs, and probably one of the best guitars I've ever bought. I loved it so much that I actually got it tattooed on my arm because it is my first love. And well, I recently acquired this when I sort of joined the band. I sort of an impulse buyer, so I just went and bought this thing, and I've been playing it ever since. Like I love the neck, I love the action. Just so fun to play with live. It is quite heavy, which is how I like my guitars. Okay, so my influences are, well, growing up I used to listen to a lot of the Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Foo Fighters. And then as I grew up, I got into a little bit more punk pop, sort of Blink and All Time Low, and then into the heavier stuff. That's what influences me to write the music I do. I take a little bit from everything and I sort of just make it better. Basically, what we do is we write, and if something sounds good, we sort of bring it to practice and we say, okay, this sounds good, let's make it better. Let's fine tune it, let's record a demo, which we're doing at the moment with our new album. So the band started to think about releasing stuff pretty much after the whole band was sort of formed and everyone came together. Basically what happened was we all sat down for dinner and we all said, okay, where is this going? And we all said, you know what, let's do a single. We made a whole 2-year plan. Let's put out a massive album. That's how we went about doing it, because we want to make our music well known. We don't want to just be a band that just plays at pubs. We want to be big. So that's how we came about deciding to start recording and putting out stuff.